Can I end this charade? This is foolish. This should be a non-story. The bigger story should be Domingo German than Aaron Judge in the Peking. Okay? There are things within a game, and we're going to get into this whole timeline, and take people inside. If you're going to be lazy with your signs and your presentation or the way you set your hands, and we pick it up as a team, you're dead. Shame on you. Okay? Whether it be stealing signs from second base and relaying them to a guy at home. If you don't want to get really into your signs, if you're going, first thing, people at home, I know a lot of pitch-com guys out there, but there are some still guys who give signals. The first thing you look for is outs +1. There's 1 out, might be second sign. Let's look at that. Boom. First sign after 2. This is what guys are doing. They're not just oblivious on second base. They are trying to pick ways to beat you. This is what they do for a living. And if you're going to, as a catcher, get lazy with signs or come set in a way that you can get beat, and one of the coaches has it or one of the players has it, then so be it. Now, that being said, you can walk up to said person on second base giving signs and being like, hey, I see what you're doing. Just so you know, next time up, I want to be heads up.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into last night. This whole idea that we got to blow this out of proportion and, like, is the man going to heaven? I've asked everyone in edit, has anyone cheated on a test ever in their life? They all raised their hand. Lauren Shahadi's cheated on her test before. Okay, so Monday, what's he looking at? In my opinion, first base coach has got the signs. Okay, and whether his hands are on his hips or not, boom, slingshot engaged, bomb. Shame on you. Listen to this coming up.
Yeah, you look at everything after every game. I think that what we learned is we could probably be a little bit tighter with some of our tendencies.
I think most of the people in the know that, you know, there's nothing there. So, and I'm sure that will be the prevailing wisdom as it unfolds.
Prevailing wisdom's deep, Booney. We got to talk about that. Let me translate that. Schneider's saying our catcher was loose with his signs. They picked something up, and Booney's saying anyone who's ever played a day in the big leagues knows that that's fair game, whether you like it or not. This is where it starts to get a little foolish for me. Okay? Now we're going to start putting coaches in boxes. I love what Pete Walker was doing. And then Luis Rojas and Booney's going to get animated here. If you're going to play tit for tat right there, we're going to do it. So you want us to get in the box? Hey, James, get him in the box. So I love the fact that they're playing a little cat and mouse, but at the end of the day, listen to Booney right here.
It's just silliness. It's silliness. It's ridiculous. And I think everyone, I hope on both sides, realizes that.
Thank you. And it is silly. And you know what? He doesn't need to peak. Because if you hang a roller like that in a big spot to one of the best hitters of the last decade, that's what he does to it. So, hey, shame on the Blue Jays for being a little lax with their signs. If you think other teams aren't trying to pick your signs up, you're crazy. He got caught because there's cameras everywhere. He's not a bad person. I'm over it. Meanwhile, this guy, somebody needs to chin check. This one for me is egregious. You're already on the watch list. You've already been called out. It's the same crew. Don't you think they're looking? And if you can wipe your hand on your pants and what appears to be pine tar or chocolate or what have you comes off, newsflash, you're doing something wrong. And to put your team, to be so selfish, to put your team in this position, I get it. Guys are creatures of habit. Domingo German has pitched his whole life with some version of sunscreen, rosin. I don't know what he has, but it's hard to ask a guy to go out there with nothing. He's going to feel naked. I get that. But to be in a position where the umpire's quote is it's the stickiest hand I've ever seen, ever touched on a field, give me a break. And you know your team's taxed. What they had to do, and hats off to the Yankees for finding ways to win these ball games, and hats off to Booney because you have gone full heel now. I'm loving everything you're doing. You're in a dugout like ready to get chucked. These boys are going to run through a wall for you. So there's a lot to unpack there. Can we bring up the board? Do we have the board of the rotation? Projected rotation of the Yankees. Take a look. Before opening day, this is what it was supposed to be. A good Rodon, Nestor, Severino, Domingo German, right? Frankie Montas was damaged pretty quick in spring. They are piecing this together and staying relevant in big games. Garrett Cole's been awesome. Nestor scuffled. Domingo, it will now be gone for 10 days. Johnny Burrito and Clark Schmidt are hanging tough. You can't put your teams in these positions time and time again, and then Hamilton comes in, he gets hurt, and now I don't know where they're going now.
Yeah, Boone said Hamilton might be out for a while. So
pitching-wise, I don't.
Garrett Cole, Chris Bassett, that is your pitch.
Stop with the Judge thing.
Everything you just said.
And you know what?
Perfect.
Toronto might drill them. Somewhere down the line, they might. So what?
Yeah.
Part of it.